Hello Internet, welcome to the Nerd Sanctuary. This is Yami, and today I want to talk about The Flash. Specifically, The Flash from the TV show and how his time travel works. Be ready, because time travel, it's all sorts of confusing, and this is also going to be my theory video for what happens in Season 3. I hope you're all ready for it. I can't figure out how to get myself centered in the camera. I'm going to use some drawings to make it easier to understand. Alright, we got a little bit of a timeline here. This right here is the past, the day that Barry's mom died. This will be the end of Season 1, where Barry goes back in time but doesn't save his mother. The end of Season 2, and the time in the future where the other Barry Allen Flash will go back in time to save young Barry but not his mom. So, spoilers, by the way. A little late for that, but, you know, what you gonna do? Brief overview of the show. Barry Allen, fastest man alive, when he was little, at this time right here, there were 2 bolts of lightning in his house, one of which killed his mom. Later in Season 1, it's revealed that those lightning bolts were the Flash and the Reverse Flash. And the Future Flash from past Season 2 went all the way back in time to this time to save young Flash, but he didn't save his mom. Well, I guess actually the Flash had already left by the time Eobard killed his mom. But over in Season 1, Barry's given the option to save his mother. So he goes back in time, back to this day here again. And he is told by Cisco to wait until the Future Flash, the one from all the way over here in an undisclosed time period, wait for that one to save little Barry Allen, the kid, and then Season 1 Flash can go and save his mom. So as the Season 1 Flash is watching the whole ordeal happening, he sees the Future Flash, while he's fighting the Reverse Flash, look to him and shake his head no with his hand out, saying, "Do not save your mom. You don't want to do this." But from what we're given to understand, why would he say that? He can't. We're led to believe he's from future where he did save his mom. But I don't think that's the case. Even though the show leads us to believe that, I don't think it's the case. Because in Season 2, after the whole ordeal with Zoom and Barry's dad dying, Barry decides to go back in time again to the day his mom died and save her. And the Speed Force kind of makes this difficult because it seems to protect speedsters from paradoxes, make sure the current version of the Flash always exists at all times, and keeps his memory of the original timeline he's from. But when Season 2 Flash saves his mom all the way back in the past, we see Season 1 Flash disappear. How we know that everything, like how we know that the Flash we see is the current Flash, I don't understand, because in all honesty, if Season 1 Flash it doesn't exist anymore, then Season 2 Flash didn't exist, because those two are part of the same timeline. Where this Future Flash is supposed to exist on a separate timeline. But Season 2 Flash went and got rid of Season 1 by saving his mom back there. I don't know what happens to the Future Flash, because he doesn't show up again after he saves little Barry Allen. But I don't think that Future Flash is actually from an alternate reality. Like I said a little bit ago, the Flash always has knowledge of the way his world used to be, minus the changes. Shown in Season 2 when he's surprised that Hartley was a good guy now. Like, I'm guessing he has to have someone tell him the things that are different in this reality from where he changed. I don't know, there's a lot of Speed Force stuff that messes with basic time travel principles. But this future Flash, remember earlier I said he told Season 1 Barry Allen not to change the future? I think that's because... Just a sec. I think that's because the future Flash is the Season 3 Flash, who is the same Flash as the end of Season 2. Because the Flash always has memories of the alternate reality he originally came from. So, when he saved his mom, he created an alternate future. He's not in his original line anymore. He's in this one down below, where with Eobard showing up in Season 2, things do get a little confusing, but that might be one thing that is already the same. I don't know. There's a lot of weird things with time travel. I think this is them getting into the Flashpoint Paradox, which is a big thing from the comics, which also ended up being an animated movie. It's on Netflix if you want to see it. But I'm thinking that point where Eobard goes back in time, finds out who the Flash's identity is, who everyone that he meets in the original timeline, Season 1, is. I think that the stuff that happened there still happens in the new world. But something is fundamentally wrong about this new reality. Where Season 3 will start us right about here with Barry finding out that everything is not okay. It is not good. It is not okay. So he probably won't have his speed powers either. He'll probably, just like in the Flashpoint Paradox movie, have to find a way to get his powers back. But he'll end up going back to the time where he saved his mom. And that's the Flash that we presume was in the original timeline. He'll end up getting his powers back and chasing Eobard Thawne back into time on this day, which is where the twin lightning bolts come in Little Barry's past. And that's the Eobard Thawne that kills his mom. It's not from this timeline. This is something that they have been trying very hard to keep a secret from us, and I personally believe that this is how it happens. The Flash and Eobard Thawne that went back in time, where Eobard Thawne killed Flash's mom, is the Season 3 Flash and Eobard Thawne from an alternate reality. But it's the same Flash that was in Season 2, who has memories of this of his old reality, even though he's in a new one, because the Speed Force protects against paradoxes. And I'm sorry I've been stuttering through this. Time travel is a very hard subject, which takes a lot of brain power to keep straight. Quantum mechanics are very, very difficult. But the alternate reality Flash, well, the alternate reality will be bad, and the Flash, who is the same Flash from Season 2, he'll end up going back into time, and that's the Flash that tells Season 1 Flash not to change anything. So the Season 3 Flash will make sure the Season 2 Flash doesn't do anything, making sure that this timeline right here still ends up happening. And that is my thoughts on this subject. If I had better visuals, I'd have done a much better job explaining. And that's it for today. I'd like to see all your guys' thoughts somewhere on the internet. But let me know if you think I'm right, or if you have your own theories. I would love to see those too. I've heard a lot of stuff from other YouTube videos. But until next time, this has been Yami from the Nerd Sanctuary, and I'll see you guys later.